bit lower?
Places like India have the Golden Triangle for tourism. Nepal will have a very similar thing. There's 3 locations that you can come to visit diverse culture. You can see jungle wildlife and trekking in the Himalayas.
Let's take a look at Nepal's 3 well-known places for visitors.
Welcome to the Himalayas.
See that white stuff over there? That's snow.
Great views!
Chitwan National Park.
Pokhara, Bandipur.
We contacted this company, Manal, because they're backpacks for the people, by the people, with a lot of thought that goes behind them. And they're high-grade material, and they're carry-on, and they also open up all the way around, which is a great feature when you're packing a lot of stuff and you need to get to the bottom of your bag. Also, we got the additional part, which is the waistband, and so we're going to take these backpacks around with us on the Nepal Triangle tour, and if we're happy with them and we feel comfortable, then we have these waistbands that we can take the backpacks with us up on the Himalayan trek as well. So we'll see how they go. We're now going to Bhaktapur, Durbar Square, to check out the ancient city, but see how it is after the earthquake.
This is made from sand.
And this is the stone color. We make a granite and we make a powder.
As far as Bhaktapur, some of the smaller things have fallen in the earthquake, but like the biggest building behind me is still totally intact. So I would say it's still for sure worth going, even after the earthquake, even though there is a lot of damage. This place behind me, on the other hand, I imagine had something on top, and it is not there anymore. If you're coming to Bhaktapur, then be sure to have the King's Curd. यो किसिमको दही के भन्छ नेपालीको?
कतराको दही भन्छ।
खतरा?
कतरा।
खतरा।
खतरा होइन, खतराको दही।
हैन कतराको दही।
Okay.
क
ख
क
न कतरा।
क
क खतराको दही.
कतराको दही भन्छ।
King's Curd or Katarako dahi. It's supposed to be the most creamy, most delicious yogurt you could have. That's really good. Kati liter isma?
3 liter.
Wow. This is Freak Street, which is where the old hippies used to hang out when they came to Kathmandu back in the 70s. But now it's a big mix and it doesn't really have that feel anymore, but lots of people like to go check it out, be them hippies, hipsters or hippiesters, or us. Freak Street is right adjacent to Bhaktapur, Durbar Square. Living goddess of Nepal, the Kumari, which means virgin girl, lives in this building. She has a very secluded life, but when she's allowed to look out the window, she will look out her window there. Because we were visiting in this area around 4 o'clock, the Kumari, or the so-called living goddess, she sat down at her window. And sat down for about 1 minute and looked out. Religious custom aside, she's a very lonely young woman. Right in Tamil, which basically everyone goes and stays in Kathmandu, is the Garden of Dreams, which amidst the craziness of Kathmandu is a nice tranquil place to see some flowers and some grass and some ponds and some fountains.
Just arrived at our accommodations in Pokhara after a dusty ride through the countryside, and we're greeted by towels that are folded into shapes. Is it a stool? I don't know. But I'm a particular fan of things that are folded into things when you arrive in hotels.
I think it's an elephant without a head.
That's morbid. I take every good thing I said back. From your hotel room window, that's a mountain, that's a mountain, that's a mountain. That's my favorite mountain, Matsuputsuri. We're just going down to get our visas renewed as our visas expire while we're on the trek. We got our visas done successfully, and they didn't ask any questions, which is good because when I get treated like a criminal, I tend to feel like I must be a criminal and act like a criminal, so I didn't have to do that. That's good. Although Pokhara is a big city, there's only one area that people generally go to, and that's the Lakeside.
This is our reward for our visa extension.
We're just testing out the gear in the shop. Sleeping bag.
Suitable.
Suitable? It's okay?
Do you feel warm?
Success? Wait.
Could you be in frigid temperatures? Your glasses?
So you can rent this per day for 100 rupees or $1.
Coming to Nepal for a trek, you will be coming here to Pokhara, but before or after your trek, make sure that you do check out some of the sites of Pokhara. There's a beautiful lakeside area. You can come down and walk along the boardwalk of the lake. You can take a boat out onto Phool Lake. You can do hikes around the local area and just check out the shops. Everything that you would ever need for trekking or backpacking will be available in Lakeside and Pokhara.
Is it to make sure that our clothes are dried in time? My sneakers in my porridge.
I put my almonds in my porridge.
I put the honey on my porridge. The honey comes from the bees. Ends up in my porridge and my stomach. Yeah.
And then where does it go?
It is the morning of day 1. We are on the highway, and that is the beginning of the trail that I just pointed to there. So we're introducing our group. I'm Nathan, my wife Danica. There is Abby and her husband Dan, and then there's Edward.
They call me the bearded one.
And Natasha, which they do not call her. Day 1, we are happy and excited. We are not sore yet because the day has not begun.
Sometimes when you're a man, you wear stretchy pants in your room. It's for fun.
First gap, first stair. Oh, it begins. We've been 45 minutes on public transport to get here to Fady. And then we're going to Dampis, the road to Dampis, hour and a half away.
You just 25 degrees to the. Can you just line it up with that star? Can we just do that?
There you go.
It's a checkpoint for the TIMS permit that you have to receive for the Annapurna Base Camp trek.
This is the ACAP. This is the white one where they monitor where you are on the trail.
So we decided to stay here in Durbar for the night. And this is our room. This room actually does have a place to plug in your things to charge. And it's got the charger that you can use either for like Asian plugs or like the other slotted ones that we use in like in North America.
The logo. It's really them. Great first morning. Today is the morning of day 2. We're going to Jinodada. That's our goal for today. We got an earlier start than last time. Jinodada has hot springs which we can go in the end of the day, so we're very much looking forward to that. And the weather's beautiful and the mountains are beautiful, and this was a very good choice to do.
Bigger towns will be on the maps, but the small ones won't. So if you want a more quiet place, you could go just down the hill a little bit or ask about a nearby lodge where you could stay all to yourself.
For some it's an adventure, for others it's daily life.
So to pass very strenuous and traumatic parts of this trek, we like to think of movie quotes such as
Rupert? Yeah, mother?
Stella!
But only slightly less is never get involved with a Sicilian when death is on the line. Get the gun out of my face!
I like your sleeves. And then whoever guesses it first gets to think of the next quote. It's really good for team morale.
Off will soon be out. No one?
It's morning of day 3. We're all pretty tired. Our muscles are hurting from yesterday. That was the most spent day yesterday, as the end of the day was when we had to shoot up 400 meters or so to get to this place.
Look at that view. Annapurna to the left, the Matsuputsuri one, meaning fishtail. It's the only summit not to be peaked, and when you see it, you can understand why. There's a building, and that's our stop for lunch.
Why did we do this again? I don't know why, but I need a pee real bad.
The village of Durbar at 3,200 meters, the second one. On the left, it's the first lodge you reach, the new Panorama Lodge. They have real coffee, as in real espresso. They have all kinds of things on the menu. It's a little pricey, but it's a nice treat when you get it this high.
Are you filming us?
Yes.
Great.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Welcome to Riddle Time with Daniel. One thing that we've done to pass the time on this trek is to work on a riddle together as a team. This riddle is, you may have seen before. I'll just explain it to you. 4 soldiers are captured by an enemy army. They're all blindfolded and they're buried up to their necks in the sand. 3 of them are facing one direction towards a brick wall, and one of them is on the other side of the brick wall, also facing the brick wall. The soldiers then tell these captured prisoners that they have 2 white helmets and 2 black helmets, and that they're going to place one on each of their heads and remove the blindfold. They're not allowed to talk to each other. The only thing that is allowed to come out of their mouth is a statement about what color helmet they are wearing on their head. If you get it right, all 4 prisoners are set free. If you get it wrong, all 4 prisoners are sadly shot. One of these 4 prisoners is able to deduce very confidently what color helmet he has on his head, and that all the prisoners are set free. So your mission is to find out which soldier can do it. If you get the answer right, you'll know that you've got it right, but if you want a clue, you'll find a clue in the description below.
Backpacks on this trek. We know they're not trekking backpacks, and although the amount of liters that it can hold is technically less than the backpacks that we used last time we went on a trek like this, we could fit in a lot more inside, such as an extra jacket and a sleeping bag, which is very bulky, and thick warm socks, mittens, hats, scarves. These kind of things take up a lot of space and bulk, but we could fit everything inside, plus loads of snacks and of course clothes to change into, and little things like chargers and that. So we're very pleased with them.
I love products that you can use for lots of different things. So this is carry-on, this is a day pack, this can become like a briefcase and everything gets zipped inside, but with the extra buckles that clips on and then clips off easily, it becomes a trekking backpack.
Huh?
Explain what's happening. Why we're doing this.
We're doing this because we have little will left.
We can do the thing.
Made it.
Likes it. Like a Walmart glove.
To keep warm, as I don't have gloves, shout out to Darn Tough. That is warming my feet and my hands. My Keen's sandals have lasted 2 treks. These white threads were reinforced before the last trek, and then there's black ones that got put in because they are getting a little beat up to reinforce this time. But I've never had cold feet. I've never had any problems.
I've got the tood. Out the tood.
But she's got gloves on.
We need gloves.
Yeah.
We all rented sleeping bags before we came because we were told that this is very busy season and sometimes you can't get blankets at the lodges, but we were able to get blankets everywhere at each lodge, even on the top. Having said that, it's still quite cold even with a blanket, and a down sleeping bag might not hurt.
Okay, this is a grand tour of Annapurna Base Camp Lodge. There's always one of those included. We're going to take a tour of the kitchen tour, dining room tour. This is a classic dining room. Lots of places to lay down, keep warm. You can camp out here if there's no rooms available. Sit around this table. They have these blankets all the way around. And they have little gas heaters underneath too. And they turn that on, heats up your toes. Right, now for a room tour. Okay.
Yeah? Have you got my mate's chafing counter?
This is a typical room. Some rooms have one single bed and one double bed. Some have 4 single beds, some have 2, some have 3. This one has 3 single beds that we squish all together for body heat. And there's a light bulb. This one has no outlets to plug in things to charge. Most rooms will have at least one outlet you can plug in and charge your doodles. An outside dining area as well. Now we'll give you a tour of typical toilet and shower room in the lodges. Is it occupied? That was genius. Okay, toilet and bathroom. Here we go. Nepali squat toilet, the way it should be, with a bucket of freezing cold water to wash yourself. This one has a little heater doohickey so you can get a hot shower. That's pretty much it. That's all there is to know about Trucker's Lodge in the Himalayas. Final last words.
Chafing powder is a very essential item. Yeah, I'm holding it for Nathan.
25.
Yeah, she's doing so good.
I'm not looking.
You blinked. Monkey. That looks like hard work.
It's cold on the hands.
be called Hotel Riverside. Now it's Hotel in the River. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Many people before going trekking ask the question, do I need a guide? Do I have to have one? You don't have to have one. You don't have to speak Nepali to be able to find the way on your own. But a guide will be able to tell you the name of every single peak. He might be able to give you some extra insight along the trail that you would have missed if you were just walking on your own. The flora and fauna, they will have more insight into that. They might be able to spot you some mountain goats. So there is those things that would be a plus having a guide, but if you are on a budget, you can do without it. And as for a porter, we travel with 35-liter backpacks, including a sleeping bag. Some people hire porters to help out local people, local business, but then again, they load them with their own kind of food and then don't spend money on the food in the lodges up in the mountains. So it's kind of, you're putting money in one place, but then taking away from the other. But if you want to lighten your bags and you want to help out someone, then taking a porter and getting a guide is an option. Don't forget, if you are trekking over 4,000 meters, 12,000 feet, it is going to be cold. Your lips will get chapped, so bring chapstick. Also bring sunscreen, because you will get a lot of sun. And keep in mind, in the nights, your mouth will get very dry. Make sure you are drinking a lot of water. And bring layers, because it is crazy cold, and it can take away from the experience if you get up there and it's so beautiful, but then you're so freezing cold that you just want to go down as quick as possible. Half an hour up a hill from the Bandipur Bazaar is a beautiful viewpoint called Tanimai. Tanimai is known as one of the best views in all of Nepal for seeing as much of the Himalayan range as you could possibly see. Unfortunately, today is a bit hazy, but even with the haze, you can see some of the highest peaks in the world all at the same time.
Tatmari is a rice-based Nawari pizza. Very simple, quite tasty. Nepal's national food. Butter. My national food.
Today we're taking the Jeep Safari, but it's a special treat because this is the first day that they have opened up the park since the monsoon.
For the full day Jeep Safari, you come down here to the river, take a little canoe across the river, and you get a Jeep on the other side and into the jungle.
We're on the move. We've been down the road for a minute and seen deer and stopped for monkeys. Rhino, rhino, where are you? Would you like to see a rhino? Okay. That's as far as we can go. Going back. This is our new camera setup. Got an LG G4 phone. Fluffy is a Rode mic Me, and we just stuck it on one of these little things for hard to get places. Rhino spotting achievement unlocked. We're now at the Gharial Conservation Center. Whether you do a half-day Jeep Safari or a full day, this will be part of your tour.
Hey, little guy. You are huge. And you have friends. Thanks for coming near the hole in the fence.
Don't stick your hand in the hole. Look at how big this one is.
He's like the crocodile from Hook. This brings me back to that time in Jurassic Park. It was just terrible. If I was in the turtle poaching business, this would be an easy grab. Hey buddy, don't worry, I'm gonna get to you. He loves us. Hey buddy, what's your name? Chitwan National Park is located in southern Nepal in the Terai region, so it is quite hot here. The actual park is bordered by three main rivers, Narayani, Rapti, and Ryu. And so it's kind of like a veritable island in there. I just wanted to say veritable.
We're going to take a canoe ride down the river and then take a walking tour through the jungle.
There's wildlife out there. I know it. We just have to find it. Oh, we found something. That's the problem here. There's so many mushrooms. It doesn't leave much room for any other kind of flora or fauna.
We're just coming into the elephant breeding center. Some people choose not to be involved with any of the elephant activities just because they're wild animals, so just like a horse, they have to be broken. And some people do it in good ways, some people do it in not so good ways. This place I don't like much here because they're all chained up. They tried to do it chain free and it didn't work out. This is where they look after the male elephants. It's nicer than the other one. They seem to take care of them more.
They're making rice and vegetables.
Taking a spin on an elephant to find some rhinos. We're stealthily sneaking up on the rhinos. Catch them unawares. I don't know. Lee Patterson, senior correspondent for Ticket to Travel. Here we have an elephant and a deer. And a top of grass. We did not see any rhinos. Casey's restaurant is the place where most people go because their menu, everything is good, and the staff is great.
I came back like that.
We hope you enjoy traveling with us around Nepal's diverse triangle.
Along with this video, we put together an ebook of everything you need to know for traveling in Nepal, even if you're going to come to Nepal long term.
We've been in Nepal since 2014, so we have a little bit of a feel about what's worth going to see and what's worth leaving out.
In the book, we include packing essentials, places to see, things to do, lots of illustrations. We have an ABC trek, full itinerary, some Nepali phrases that are useful, everything basically that you need to know to do Nepal right.
You can purchase our ebook through our link. We thank you very much for your support. Please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. No. You can subscribe to our
You can please click on our channel.
No.